Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is General here today, and today, guys, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for quite a while now, and that is how to fix Call of Duty. Now, I haven't really been enjoying the newer CODs over the past 2 years all that much. I mean, I enjoyed for the first couple weeks, and then after that, it's just kind of downhill from there. But I've really been enjoying the older Call of Duties, and I sat down and I thought about it on the reasons why I enjoy the older CODs more than the newer CODs. And there's a huge difference between the older CODs, and older CODs, I mean in COD 4 to Black Ops 2, and the newer CODs, Ghost and Advanced Warfare. So I kind of want to identify the problems that I see with Call of Duty and things that the developers can change in order to make their game much, much better, and hopes to really help save the Call of Duty game. Because ultimately, guys, Call of Duty is going to kill itself in the future, all right? It's not going to die from a competing FPS. It ultimately it's going to kill itself, all right? So I kind of want to identify the problems. So let's kind of start here and talk about one of the main things that I see, at least, and that's the maps. All right, so you look at Black Ops, or you look at Ghost and Advanced Warfare. The maps are completely different when you actually think about it, compared to, let's say, Black Ops 2. I'm playing Raid right now, right? And you see Raid has 3 lanes of traffic, right? You have poolside, you have ringside, and you have the middle, right? In Ghost, you don't have maps like that, right? In Ghost, you might have 3 or 4 maps that people actually enjoy playing, like Strike Zone and Freight, maybe Warhawk, maybe Octane, for examples. But Black Ops 2, the majority of the maps in Black Ops 2, people actually really enjoy playing. I know myself, I enjoyed most of the maps in this game. And quite frankly, I enjoyed most of the maps in all the Call of Duties before Ghost. And same goes with Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare maps, they don't have a lot of flow to them. They don't have a lot of choke points. You look at pretty much all the older COD maps, and, from Black Ops 2 to COD 4, they had a lot of choke points, a lot of close engagements, things like that. And, the newer games, you don't see that, right? And I think that's one of the biggest issues that makes Call of Duty kind of boring. Like, a lot of people say Ghost and Advanced Warfare are kind of boring CODs, and I suspect that might be one of the reasons why, is because you don't have a lot of choke points. You're not getting a lot of, really tight engagements and things like that. So I think the maps should definitely go back to the 3 lanes of traffic maps, or the style of maps. I think that these newer maps that they're doing, I don't think really work out too well for the game. And like I said, I think they should really go back, because ultimately, guys, if something's not broken, why fix it, right? If something's doing good, why change it? That's just my opinion, though. Now, the next thing is spawns. So when you look at TDM and free-for-all, they're the most played game types, okay? And if you have a lot of these newer guys that play these newer game types, right? So let's say Advanced Warfare, you're a new guy, you've never played COD before, you buy Advanced Warfare, and you see there's 20,000 people playing TDM. And you go play that game mode. You play the first game mode you see, it's TDM. And you start playing it, you kill somebody, right? And then you kill another person, you're on a 3-kill streak. You're like, damn, I'm doing fucking good. And then the bitch spawns right behind you and kills you in the back. You get pissed off. And when that happens at so many times, you're like, Call of Duty fucking sucks. And then you go to return the game, right? That is a huge problem in Ghost and Black Ops 2. Free-for-all and TDM spawns are ridiculously bad. You kill somebody, and they spawn literally 2 feet behind you on these gigantic-ass maps. On the older CODs, when you killed somebody, normally they spawned on the other side of the map, the opposite side of the map that you are in, or your team is in. So that in my opinion, is a pretty major issue in terms of spawns that I think really need to be changed, especially for the newer people that play the game. So the next big issue, probably everybody that watches this video will agree on, that's connection, right? Connection, broken camera angles, lag compensation, all of that kind of bunched in together. And you're never going to get perfect connection. And if you ever do get perfect connection, you're still going to have problems, right? Because you're playing against people all around the world. But what could be changed is lessening the lag comp and really, fixing the hit detection, right? Ghost had hit detection perfect. I mean, I wouldn't say perfect, because nothing will ever be perfect, but really good. Ghost hit detection was really, really good, really on point. But everything else about the game, like the maps, the kill streaks, were not the greatest. But they at least got the hit detection right. So if you take the hit detection from Ghost and you kind of put that in Black Ops 2, I think Black Ops 2 would have been a really, really great COD, or a much, much better COD than what it already is. So I think connection is a problem that, obviously they have to go and fix. And oh my god, look at all of those people. Holy shit. That was a lot of fucking people. But of course, I didn't really hit anything, but still a lot of people there. But Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 spawns, or not spawns, but connection, awful connection in those games. I remember playing Ground War and everybody would drop to 1 bar, and then people would get kicked out of the game, and people wouldn't rejoin, and it was just a fucking nightmare to try to get a game going in Ground War. A lot of people didn't play Ground War because of that specific reason, that everybody would just drop to 1 bars, and it was really, really annoying. You could be on like a kill streak, you're like 57-0. I remember it was like 16-0 one game on Raid actually, and everybody dropped 1 bars, and I got kicked out of the game. Really, really mad. There's still like 3/4 of a game to go. I was really pissed off. But yeah, so connection, pretty big issue in my opinion that always needs to be addressed. Now the next thing is weapon balance. So weapon balance in COD obviously is something that will always need to be addressed. I think Sledgehammer is a really good company to look at when in terms of weapon balancing, because they're nerfing and they're making adjustments to the game, the second they need them, right? I mean, you look at Treyarch, or not Treyarch, but Infinity Ward. And it took them a while to nerf Deadman. It took them a while to nerf like a lot of the issues in Ghost, like IEDs and things like that, and that still were pretty overpowered, even at the end of the game. So. Sledgehammer, you're doing a great job in terms of nerfing stuff and whatnot. Great job there. But still, the weapon balance, I mean, you look at Black Ops 2, you nerfed the SMGs, you buffed the LMGs. So you're encouraging camping, basically. You nerfed the snipers. I think nerfing maybe the DSR's damage, but why nerf the, zoom in speed, and the zoom in speed and the time between each kill to where you can't even get a quad feed on screen all singles? I don't think that makes sense, in my opinion, at least. But, things like that. Again, the Remington from Black Ops 2, the most annoying gun in the game by far. Really, really annoying gun. After 3 nerfs, it's still the most annoying gun in the game, in my opinion. Again, weapon balance needs to be addressed. So, the other thing is mainly more of a fun factor type thing. It's not really a huge issue. But when you make a game and you make a kill streak like 20 kills to get, and then when you get that 20 kill streak, like for example in Advanced Warfare the Paladin, one of the reasons why I don't think Advanced Warfare is that fun of a game is because when I get a kill streak, when I get a high kill streak, I just, there's no point of using it because it doesn't get you any kills. The Paladin at most will get you like 5 to 10 kills at most. In a game that actually, like, kill streaks actually were really good and were really fun to get, was Modern Warfare 2. You take Modern Warfare 2 kill streaks, you put them in a game like Black Ops 2, or you take them and put them in a game like Modern Warfare 3. Fucking awesome, right? Because of the maps and the spawns and all that stuff. But because, you look at the Paladin, like I said, it gets you like 5, maybe 10 kills. The Osprey Gunner, again, because of spawn protection, again, just, so Specialist. Kind of talk about that a little bit. Specialist. You take Specialist from MW3 and you put that in every Call of Duty that you ever make from this point on, because Specialist in MW3 was amazing. I absolutely loved using Specialist in that game, and I know a shit ton of people loved using Specialist as well. But support streaks, take that shit out. Don't ever put it in the game again. I think it was a good, it's a good initial idea, but when you actually think about it, and you have like a stealth bomber in the support strike package, and you have things like the support squad mate that have like some crazy ridiculous aim, the accuracy of fucking like optic nade shot, for example, and those things like kill you in 2 shots and are really, really annoying. Not so fun in my opinion, and I don't think support needs to be put back in any Call of Duty ever again. I think they should also be kill streaks or point streaks. I don't think they should be score streaks, in my opinion at least. Don't ever put the VSAT in the game again. Blackbird, VSAT, none of that. Because once you get a VSAT or Blackbird, the game's over. The enemy team already won. If you're playing solo, you're going against a full party. There is no point in using... once they call a VSAT and you're done, bro. You are done. You have to get a counter UAV. That's it. That's all you got. Don't ever put that in the game again. Really, really annoying. And I think that a lot of people could probably agree with that. And the last thing is for the PC guys out there. So something I noticed is back in MW3, I remember a guy named TBNR Frags who would upload a lot of beast-ass PC gameplays. And you don't see him playing COD anymore. So, you know, you really got to make the PC games fun. You gotta fix the PC games. Like, I know Ghost and Advanced Warfare on the PC are just awful, beyond awful. Lots of bugs. Some maps aren't even playable. They crash and things like that. You know, guys, you know, that's something you got to address because the PC community is so fucking huge. Like, it's unreal how large the PC community is. And, you know, you really got to fix that. So, that's my opinion, guys, on what I think could really change Call of Duty in terms of fixing it. I'm sure I forgot a few things, but, you know, the things I forgot are probably much, like, very minor. Things that really could be addressed in the game. And obviously I didn't really go into too many details with some things as well, just because, you know, I didn't want to make this commentary like 20 minutes long. It's already 11 minutes and 30 seconds. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, this is something that's been on my mind for a while, and I just really wanted to get off my chest. But I want to know down in the comments below if you're still watching this video. If you're still watching this video, like, you're a fucking beast. But I want you guys to let me know down in the comments below what you guys would change about Call of Duty in order to make it better. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you all in my next video. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.